Next up, at UFC Vegas 105, we have the featured prelim of the evening. We have Davey Grant taking on Daniel Wily Cat Santos. Davey Grant, 14-7 in his career, 3-2 in his last 5. He's coming off that busy win over Ramon Tavares. He's taking on Daniel Santos. Daniel Santos, 11-2 in his career, 4-1 in his last 5, riding a 2-fight win streak. Davey Grant's not a young man. Not a young man. But he is a busy striker. He utilizes kicks for range. He'll throw those punches. He'll sling damage. There is some power in there. We've seen it a handful of times. Nothing insane. Nothing to completely worry about. But we have seen that power in 2 different fights. A lot of people forgot that Davey Grant started his career as a grappler. Over time, over 13 fights in the UFC, he's developed other skills. Now he doesn't primarily grapple. Now he's looking to strike and stay busy and stay in your face. He is an older gentleman, but he does have an insane... He kind of
looks like he would look at you and go, "Hello, governor."
He definitely doesn't look the part. I mean, that's for sure. He does not look the part.
Hello, governor.
Oi. Oi. He has great fight IQ, and he uses his tools really well. He's a pretty durable guy. He's not durable in that he gets dropped all the time. He is durable in that he can recover. It happened in his last fight. That win over Ramon Tavares, even at his ridiculous age, dropped, managed to survive, come forward, and squeak it out. Taking on Daniel Santos. Daniel Santos is a shoot-the-box fighter, and like all other shoot-the-box fighters, he's all aggression, no defense whatsoever, and has some grappling holes. They're basically carbon copies of each other. There's a few, it's a big-ass gym, so there's obviously examples in other directions, but for the most part, Daniel Santos is the majority, the 80-20 rule of the shoot-a-box fight camp. He's going to move forward. He's going to try to rip your head off. You could drop him. He'll pop up, and then he'll fade, and then you could out-wrestle him. He'll be dangerous on the ground, putting his hips on his feet on your hips and trying to make stuff happen, but then he'll fade. You can hang out, and you can make it happen. Davey Grant's the type of guy that's going to win these fights. He's going to look like he's losing. He never looks good. You never see Davey Grant fighting like, wow, look how smooth that was. Ooh, look at that combination. Wow, that guy fills out a suit. But he does all of those things, and he just does them well, sneakily under the radar, making things happen. I think Davey Grant can make this happen. I think he can sneak this out. I think he can survive an early onslaught, use that insanely high fight IQ, use those 13 fights of UFC experience to work his way through this and get this win. I'm going to pick Davey Grant. I wish he was a bigger dog than he is, but I think Davey Grant, even at his old age, can make something happen. What do you think, Jakey boy?
Yeah, I like Daniel Santos here. Obviously, I worry about the chin issues. You should probably worry about it kind of on both sides, but Santos has shown that he's a pretty durable guy, but I'm kind of done betting the chinny guys as favorites, right? We just saw that with Ronaldo kind of in the same position against this could look exactly the same. We have a chinny kind of wild dude that has come back and won fights before against the more technical boxer. Davey Grant's shown that even against a very technical boxer in Ramon that he was the better striker in that matchup. I was watching that fight in Tampa in the fucking VIP section, wasn't really paying attention. I had a bet on Ramon, and I just assumed that he was going to outbox the old Davey Grant, and I'm looking up at the TVs, and I'm like, is Davey Grant winning this fucking fight right now? I was like, and they're like, yeah, Davey. And I was like, holy shit. I kept watching. I'm like, holy shit, this is not good. Not a good situation.
Scooby-Doo.
I honestly think that Daniel Santos is going to come down with a little bit more of a wrestle, heavy game plan. You've seen Davey Grant be taken down and kind of out-grappled at times, and that's honestly what they do at their core. The shoot-a-box guys, if they get on top of you, they can control you. I think that's what happens. I think it's a little bit more wrestle-heavy, and he can do what he wants, and I think he finds a submission, but he might not. But he's going to be a pick.
Daniel?
Yeah, of course Daniel's going to be my pick.
You started it off with, I'm done picking the chinny favorites, and then you picked the chinny favorite.
I said I'm done betting. I'm done betting. I'm done betting.
That's why I was like, wait, what am I missing right now?
I like Willie Cat.
He is definitely one of the more fun ones in that
camp. And
I
did bet him. But
who did we just see?
A little bit of a flyer situation.
And I bet him. Who did Loner Kavanaugh just beat that's exactly like Daniel Santos?
Not Felipe Dos Santos. Is it Felipe Dos Santos?
It might be. It was something Dos Santos. Exact same dude. Literally the exact same dude. Now, that was a war, And Davey's a little too old. He might not be able to get on the other side of that,
Yeah,
but I
Kavanaugh
do
got
think
dropped early.
he did. He did. I do think Davey Grant will pull it off. Jakey Boy and I are split here. I think you did the math ahead of time. We're split on 6 different fights. If I'm looking at DraftKings fantasy scoring, frankly, if Daniel wins, he probably could finish an older, somewhat chinny Davey Grant. Davey Grant could also, I don't know if he'll finish Daniel Santos, but he could be worth that $7,700 if he gets going with the grappling and does that tried and true out grapple the shooter box type stuff. If you do want to check out all of our bets, all of our picks, all of the tools with the artificial intelligence.
He's not out grappling Willie Cap.
Has to say, WeWantPicks.com. Click become a member at the top. It's $10 for an entire month. A whole month, not a week, not an event, an entire month. $10 in a world where we are selling this for $10. Nobody can sell anything for any amount of money. WeWantPicks.com. Quick become a member at the top.